Yesterday I was with the Development Commission. We had brought in all the mayors from Southern Ontario. It was the Southern Ontario Automotive Alliance. And when I spoke to them yesterday about what our challenges are and how we make opportunities with those challenges, I showed a map and I showed them just first it was the northeast quadrant of all of the states right around Ontario that are engaging in new renewable energy policy. Virtually the whole northeastern quadrant was green, and that means huge opportunities. Then the next slide I showed them was the rest of America, and I'm going to say fully 2/3 of the states, again all the way around Ontario, are looking at renewable policies. So everyone is getting in this game, and this presents huge opportunities. And when you have Atlas Steel with a footprint in a number of those states, you can just imagine how this kind of work here can stretch itself right across North America. And we are a great export jurisdiction. That's what we do best. I'm delighted to see the steel tubing being used in this tracking system. Polar's making a great product. We know they're going to take it all over, not just in our own backyard. The Ontario Green Energy Act is meant to start launching our own cluster in this business. But that's only the beginning, because the point is we want to take our companies right across North America for all of the opportunities that they can find. And we know there are many of them. So I'm delighted to be part of a government that's prepared to step outside a bit and do something pretty renegade, even when the whole world looks at what is Ontario doing? So fabulous that I shut off all the power at the microphone. And in the end, you know, it's going to work. I can see that it is working. And to know that our own region is turning into that cluster of green energy because we knew that we could, and we've got our own true believers right in this crowd. So really, you're making this happen, and I am delighted and just grateful to be watching it happen. Thanks so much for having me here today.
Thank you, Senator. Okay, next we have for you the MPP of Essex, Bruce Crozier. First elected to the Ontario Legislature. What am I talking into? There's nothing here. First elected into the Ontario Legislature. It just happened, I guess. First elected into the Ontario Legislature in 1993, has been re-elected 4 consecutive times since then, and currently serves as MPP for Essex.
Well, thank you very much, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here because it's Atlas 2 that is the company that's I'm so proud of in my riding. You know, this manufacturing facility here in the town of Harrow, in the village of Harrow in the town of Essex, I guess I better be proper, has been one of the best kept secrets, I think, in the world. Because there are not many that know, outside of the industry, what Atlas Tube has done for the community and what it does for our province and our country. So I'm just simply pleased to be here with those that Sandra has mentioned who have made this happen. You know, there are a lot of naysayers out there when it comes to renewable energy these days. They say it's too expensive, and it's going to get less expensive as we go. They say it won't work, and we're proving that it does. And I think with partners like we see here today, this is our future. Change is difficult. It's hard to change your ways. It's hard to change your ways of the use of energy. You know, in Ontario, we are the largest users of energy per capita in the world. So not only do we have to seek out new and inventive ways to provide energy and provide green energy, but we also have to change the way we use energy. And to me, that's the most difficult part, is to get people to change. But it is working. And thanks to Sandra, who put together this conference a year or so ago, we can see the fruits of it today. So congratulations to everyone that's involved in this. Thank you.
Next, we have with us the Mayor of Kingsville and the Warden of Essex County, Nelson Santos.
Thank you and good morning. I'm certainly going to keep my remarks a little bit brief because you've heard about all the great success that this project does provide for our communities. What I do want to say is, on behalf of the County of Essex, welcome to the Sun Parlour of Ontario, Sun Parlour of Canada. Today's announcement really does reflect the great opportunities that we have. We've relied on the sun for a lot of our industry, for agriculture. We've relied on the sun for a lot of our investment in our communities over the decades and the years that we've been established here in the County of Essex. One of the most important things that we're seeing now today is the sun's going to continue to enrich in our communities. It's going to be able to bring together not only these partners, but strengthen our communities, our businesses across Windsor and Essex County. And that's why we applaud the efforts of our partners here today, talking about working together to make Windsor Essex the place to grow, the place to live, and the place to have the most renewable energy sources available to us across Ontario. We're doing our part, and we're having these players come to the table for us. I want to thank the province, again, for continuing to have that vision, working with the Windsor Essex Economic Development Corporation, identifying that we have an important role to play to ensure that we have jobs coming to this area, that we have continued investment, reassuring Windsor Essex County is the place to be. Today is a wonderful time, wonderful place to be when you're talking about the solar power, wind energy. We've got the wind blowing today, we've got the sun shining. Where else could you find this on a great day here in September? So again, welcome. It's a pleasure to be part of the announcement and to see how everyone can really work together to make this happen. It all starts with one idea, one seed. It's been planted and it's growing, and it's going to continue to grow for a long, long time in Windsor and Essex County. So thank you again, and congratulations, Harrow. This is a great announcement to show how important you are right here in most southern parts of Canada and here in Ontario. So again, thank you.
Okay, and as they say, saving the best for last. Got Ron Gaudette here to speak to us, CEO of the Windsor Essex Economic Development Corporation, one of the region's biggest champions in support of us. Welcome, Ron.
Well, thank you so much. It's indeed a great pleasure to be here. At this point, the congratulations might sound a little bit redundant, but I'm going to jump right in because congratulations to these companies that have come together and have shown the innovation and the partnerships. And this is exactly, I'm going to back up a little bit. And several months ago, when I anticipated coming to this region to work and to live and to play, I can tell you outside the region there was kind of this impression of, well, why would you do that? Here's a region that's kind of stayed in the way that they do things. Here's a region that's going through some difficult times. Why would you do this at this point in your life? And I can tell you, for this type of activity needs to be seen outside of the region. And the capabilities and the understanding that this region is coming together and demonstrating the reality of some of the chatter that's going on in the rest of in other parts of the country, but it's really coming together, innovating, partnering, working with all levels of government, implementing new policies on behalf of the government, and showing how the private sector can, guess what, unapologetically make money out of that. That's a really good thing. It's a model for economic development, not just for this region, but for Canada, for North America. So I just applaud this announcement. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I can tell you that, and I appreciate your comments, Warden, but Windsor Essex Economic Development Corporation is committed to working with all levels of government, working with industry in all corners of this region, and coming together. We have sent out a draft regional roadmap, and we think there's many elements in that are important to this region, but we really want to test that for a few months and have as much input as possible from all levels, again, of government and business community organizations. Tell us if we have it right, tell us how we can make it better, and then tell us how we can come together as a region and fully implement that strategy. So I'm gonna stop now, but again, sincere congratulations. It's a great day for the region, and you're right. I think this wind blowing and sun is just an example of where we're going to go in solar and renewable energy. All things can come together in this region, and it's exciting to see it happen. Thank you.
So just before we do the question and answer, I'm going to wrap it up for you. Today we set the new standard for North American rooftop solar energy projects, as has been touched on here today. It's truly a testament to Ontario's leadership in promoting renewable energy and its promotion and protecting the environment. So I know everybody likes statistics, and I'm not going to give you any real numbers, but last year in 2009, Ontario was third for solar PV installations in North America. This year, we're expected to pass New Jersey to be only behind California in second, and that's because of the Province of Ontario's Green Energy Act and the work of companies like these. So thank you very much. Thank you for coming. We're going to just do questions now. If you have any questions, address them to the panel, and they'll come up and answer your questions. Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah.
You'd rather do one-on-one? Absolutely. So let's do this. There's still the refreshments there. For those that didn't grab it, there's media kits in the bags there for you with all this information that we've discussed and other packages and information on all the companies that are involved, including our local partners. And just remember, if after you've eaten and left and you're driving home, every third house that you pass in Harrow is soon going to be powered by the system on Atlas's roof. Thank you.